Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Let's talk about Mushmouth again, aka the mid coach, aka Captain Mitch, Cap Mitch, Derrick James, right? So he was on Pugmire's, he was on Pugmire's podcast, which is picked up by Fire Hype. I'm like, man, take that hard ass baked potato out your mouth, man, and talk. Shout out to Boss News Welterweight playlist. I didn't even want to listen to that nigga talk, man. They need to use the bouncy ball when he talked, like Eric Spears said about Shaq. But Mary Jane said Errol Spence is breaking his opponents. Crawford must be at his best version. And like I said before, he broke who? C-level guys who probably like closer to 50 than he is 40. That's my whole thing about it, bro. They put a C-level opponent in there and now the knockout started. And then it's questions about dope testing and all that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Not a knock. And the game been testing. I've been telling y'all that. That's why Jamel Charlo went on that rant. If Charlo would have knocked out Castanos easy, he wouldn't be complaining about dope testing. It's just all built-in excuses, nigga. If you use your jab, dude, you gonna win that fight. Not that hard ass, power shot you throwing. Use that jab Ronnie told you. You'll have an easier time with him, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, man, of course Crawford know it's the biggest fight of Crawford life. At least inside the ring, this is the biggest fight of his life. You think he don't know he got to be his best version, and so do Spence. He breaking opponents down. That nigga ain't broken opponent down since I can't even say he broke Ocampo down. He took one shot and was gone. So I mean, Mr. Cap Mitts. That's what I'm gonna call this nigga now, Cap Mitt. Your fighter got to be at his best because y'all beat Ugas and then the knockout stop. Like, where was that at versus Sean Porter? Shit, where was that at versus Danny Garcia? Then they were strong and they was 100%, and then they turn around and say, well, we had a lot of issues. We gonna race. Always some type of fucking excuses, dude. Ugas pushed us and we dropped our mouthpiece, and I tried to pick, man. Dude, you just get tired of excuse making, dude. Let's just get this shit popping. All right. We're gonna get this shit popping. Derrick James fighters keep doing what they doing to win. That's what they do. That's one thing you gotta know. Ain't no adjustments coming. It's just keep doing what the fuck you doing until it work. And a lot of times, well, obviously every time, that's enough for them to win. That's enough for them jokers to win. So it gotta be working. But like I said, it's working versus C-level old fighters and fighters coming off losses and broken knives and Keith Thurman leftovers from the Keith Thurman kitchen. So he said Crawford has to be better. He said, quote, the person that they know him to be, he's not that guy anymore. He's more vicious, said Derrick James to fight about Errol Spence changing from fighter he was in the past. He's more determined to be at being successful and not being deterred from his goal. It's going to be a good fight because Terrence Crawford is going to show up as his best version himself. And one thing about fighting good fighters, like when we fought Sean Porter, I think that was the best version of himself, said James about Crawford. But he's going to quote, he's going to have to be better than the version of himself that fought Sean Porter, because the guy Errol Spence that fought Ugas was better than the Crawford that beat Porter. But then again, let's say this, right? We doing cross examinations and shit, man. How about the guy that fought the Errol Spence that fought Sean Porter? Compare that to the Terrence Crawford that fought Sean Porter, because we know even though Sean Porter and Ugas fought each other, that's a style. That's a style. You can't compare two different styles fight each other. If you're gonna cross-examine, we're gonna say who beat Kell Brook better, who could beat Ugas better, shit like that. You can't say Sean Porter, because Sean Porter, in my opinion, is a higher caliber than his Ugas. Well, he beat or Sean Porter technically. Well, that's your opinion, and like I said, I can't be mad at you. I don't even remember scoring that fight. I did feel like he dropped Sean Porter, for sure, but you can't just use Ugas as the barometer. Ugas is not a better fighter overall than Sean Porter. And the proof's in the pudding. Ugas don't have a better win than Danny Garcia. You want to say old Pacquiao is better than Danny Garcia? Well, be my guest. I'm not going to argue. And he didn't even do what he supposed to do versus Pacquiao. He supposed to knock that dick in the dirt. Pause. But like I said before, why I'm compare Porter to both of them and what happened. That's just the fact of the matter. Errol Spence got to be better, versus Porter, because Ordinas Ugas is a C-level fighter that's 50 fucking years old. I said 45. Yeah, these are guys are challenging themselves to be better. I can't even imagine what Terrence Crawford is going to do, because I don't know who he's beat who beats the guy Spence I saw on Saturday, said James. So at the end of the day, that's his opinion. Like I said, once y'all fought a lower level fighter, then you know what I'm saying, then what? Then y'all knockouts start coming. So you wanted to press me do that to like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, right? So he said Errol Spence is breaking his opponents. I never seen somebody in boxing throw so many punches, though. So many hard punches, break somebody's rib, break somebody's nose, break somebody's orbital bone. Said Spence about damage. Spence did well. I guess you didn't see like the Lubin fight in Fondor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said he don't watch boxing. Well, the prior week we seen something just as vicious. I think Erickson Lubin face, no offense, was still like messed up in his face. So we just seen it last week. Of course, if I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna let you tee off on me, that's why people in boxing saying it was and I ain't even talk about social media. That's why people in boxing saying he took a dive. I don't believe he took a dive. That's the way he fight. He sit there, he throw a punch, he admire his work, he never follows up. So you acting like he beat a world beater. Dude was like 6-1. He was 6-1. He opened up the same odds I believe Oscar Valdez had against Shakur Stevenson on the FanDuel book. So he broke one fucking opponent down in like 5 years, and now he breaking opponents down. This shit is hilarious to me, dude. It's hilarious to me, but I think it could happen. He said, you may knock somebody out, but Spence is breaking them, and Ugas may never be able to fight again, unfortunately. You keep saying that. Like, where did you hear that from? You know what I'm saying? I've heard nobody else say that shit before. Where did you hear that from? You Dr. Earl, you Dr. James, Dr. Cap Mitten James said, quote, I think it could happen, said James when asked Spencer Crawford will fight next. He said Spence did a lot of damage. Okay, he did a lot of damage to Kell Brook. At the end of the day, bro, you damaging people because you're a nutrition fighter. You can't knock niggas out with one punch, and that's fine. No problem with it. Crawford ain't got to sit there and just keep beating on somebody. He beat on Felix Diaz till he submitted. So, like I said, now he break down Ugas and his opponents. Nigga, he broke down one fighter in how many years? How many years did he break down one fighter, dude? Like 1 year, one fight. Danny Garcia was able to go home and get back in his damn G-Wagon. Come on. Sean Porter, before the accident, you barely beat him. Crawford stopped him. Mikey Garcia was able to go back home and get his Ferrari. You ain't battered nobody since 2018 because, you stopped Ocampo with one punch. You ain't battered nobody since January 20th, 2018. And Lamont Peterson was old as shit. And Matisse did it in 2 rounds in a prime Lamont Peterson. You broke down Kell Brook, but you had to earn that one. So, like I said before, he break down one person and beat up a guy that's still right in front of you with a punching bag, and he back to the old Spence. Man, like I said before, if Crawford get that drug testing too, man, you gonna see that nigga, them punches go right back to where the hell they was at. Come on. Like I said before, like Metro said what they found in his toxicology report. Let's not stop. I won't even go there. Them niggas ain't over there testing, dude. I'm telling y'all. And even if he don't test, he's still gonna get his ass beat. It don't even matter. He know it. Or this fight would have happened 5 years ago, 4 years ago. If Jeff Horn would have had that belt and been with Top Rank, they would have went over there and fought Jeff Horn. They know what happened when they crossed that street, or when somebody crossed that street. Al Heyman don't know how to build fighters, and he know it. Errol Spence, do he got a chance? Absolutely. Absolutely, he got a chance, especially if they ain't drug testing. They ain't making it public. But he got a chance. Not saying that. I'm a boxing fan first. If he wins, shit, it is what it is. But he did wait him out. I'm saying that right now. He did wait that nigga out. But if he win, he win. So be it. I ain't even mad at it. You know, at least I ain't got to be worried, called an N-word and with ER and all that stuff. I ain't got to worry about that. A brother won. And take black boxing to another stratosphere. And too bad we never got like Jared Hurd and Charlo. Maybe it would have enticed them to fight sooner. That's another fight I would have popped up at. But sitting around and, you know, I had already 5 months to make this fight and it still ain't been made. We know who holding it up. Because Terrence Crawford did exactly what y'all asked him to do. He left Top Rank. And he here now. He here now. We still ain't got a deal. It's still we ain't got enough money. We punching the numbers. This, that, and the third. Canelo Alvarez fight, man, they was creeping up on 9 to 10 weeks into the fight. I think it was under 10 weeks to make the Caleb Plant fight. And, you know, Canelo post signed a 3-fight deal. He reneged. Then the fight got put on pause because Canelo wanted the same money for the replacement opponent as they accommodated Canelo all the way through. People with Terrence Crawford ain't no pool and Terrence Crawford. Well, if that's the case, man, then why the fuck people want to see the fight? Ain't nobody in America care about Caleb Sweet Cheeks Plant fighting Canelo Alvarez. If Terrence Crawford don't have no leverage, then why people want to see this fight? He got the same leverage that Caleb Plant got, even more, because he a known fighter. So if they don't make this fight, it won't be the first and it won't be it's been a lot of great fights that happened against that didn't happen against melanated people in the last 10 or 12 years. Fine. Fine. Go up to 54 and fight Fondor and Tony Harrison and Tim Tszyu. But I tell you this, I'll never buy another fight. I will never spend another dollar on a Spence fight. I won't do shirts. I mean, I won't even watch that shit no more. I won't even watch this shit no more. And for Terrence Crawford, man, it is what it is. I don't know what you got to offer, but, you know, I'm not going to keep wasting my time on this shit, man, honestly. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Captain Cap Mitts, a.k.a. Mushmouth, a.k.a. he need to bounce the ball when he talk Derrick James. Shout out to Lance Pugmire, another good show. I presume I didn't watch this one because I don't know what he be saying. Nigga Bernie came online, killer. He said, man, we trying to be shit with the black people. You know, why you came? Trying to use the black card. Man, shut your ass. I white people. Get out of here, man. Anytime, people, anytime nigga nut up on your ass and y'all bullshit, niggas want to play the black card. Man, get like, you ain't black man trying to mess with people. You eat no milk and cereal and cream and wheat. Like, man, shut up. It's why you can't mess with black people. Like, man, Bernie did the right thing. Fuck all that, man. Everybody trying to get views, being civil. You need some ignorance in your damn videos. That's how niggas, niggas start yelling and screaming and being passionate. Your YouTube views start jumping up. Just do a live and start yelling and screaming. I don't know what you're gonna be yelling and screaming about. Friday better than all about the Benjamins and shit. Niggas just gonna come. That's how YouTube works. When you start raising your voice, shit, that's how I go. I mean, you ain't gonna get no views being civil around here no more. I tried to be civil and talk exes though. Niggas like that eating crap. But hey, shout out to Box News welterweight playlist, Financial One Sports channel. Find me your Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, roll at the bottom of the screen. All that's in the description plus the PayPal link. Also, you can follow me on Linktree. Hit the Linktree link in the description. That's under find me everywhere. It's the first link there. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Take you everywhere. I'm doing something that. Other than that, rest with a donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the like, comment button. Appreciate the love, support, peace.